Welcome to Crafty Girl Gift Guide, where I'm going to be going through a bunch of different ideas for things that you can make for your loved ones this upcoming Christmas season. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Christmas is right around the corner. I have my Christmas peanuts cup. Now is the perfect time to pick your DIY gifts and get started on them so that you're not rushing right before Christmas, because that's what I always end up doing. I'm going to be talking through some gift ideas that I've seen that I think that people actually will use and or want. I try to be very intentional with my gift giving. I feel like in the age of consumerism, I don't like to contribute to just buying things for buying sake for Christmas. I also want to keep in mind that it is getting a little close to Christmas, so I'm trying to only include things that hopefully you could create in time. Okay, that's enough talking, so without further ado, let's jump into it. First up, felt crafts. So this is something that I used to do a lot as a kid. I used to make crafts out of felt all the time, but I only recently picked it back up. This fall, I created 2 garlands. So one with just a bunch of different little felt creatures and foods that were fall themed, and then the second one, which was a pendant garland that just said boo. I also created a little felt, I don't even know what you would call it, decoration that hangs on the door knocker. Sorry, that was a long preface. I just keep wanting to make more things out of felt. So let's get into some of my ideas of how you can use felt this year. Firstly, felt ornaments. I think that this is such a perfect DIY Christmas gift because 1, people are always going to put ornaments on their tree. 2, you can make it personalized. And 3, it is a beginner-friendly gift that you can kind of make in bulk for a bunch of different people because they're so small. Personally, I love the look of the felt beaded ornaments, and I am going to attempt to make some of these this year. I feel like it's just so vintage Christmas-esque, and I always see these beaded felted ornaments at boutique stores, and they're like $60 per ornament, and I just know that I can create something similar for about $2 overall in terms of supplies. Let's be crafty this year. Let's not spend $60 when we can make it ourselves. Another great craft that you can make with felt for this Christmas is felt bookmarks for the people who love to read in your life. I have seen so many cute felt bookmarks on Pinterest, and at this point I'm like, I'm just gonna make a whole bunch of them for our book club because I just want to make them. You can either do kind of a more traditional, just rectangle felt bookmark, or you could be a little bit more inventive with like a teacup or a flower. There's just so many ways you can go with this, and if you just search on Pinterest felt bookmark DIY, there's going to be a million different options for you to look at. The third felt craft that I want to highlight are felt wallets, and I struggle so hard to find a cute wallet that is small enough for me to just throw in my purse and can hold just a few cards. So if somebody in your life has been saying that they also struggle finding wallets, then you should totally DIY this for them. And the last felt craft that I want to share with you guys are these felt photo frames, because who is not going to appreciate a beautiful decor piece that is also special to them? Obviously, I'm a junk journaler, so I'm a big advocate for printing out your photos and having your photos on display and having physical copies of your photos. And these photo frames actually transition me into our next section, which is clay crafts. So if you're not really feeling the felt vibe, I think that using just a really simple air dry or oven baked clay to make a personalized frame is also an amazing idea. I've seen so many TikToks of people creating frames and then painting it with gold or silver to really emulate the sort of like museum frame look, and then attaching a magnet on the back, and that transitions us into a kind of adjacent gift, which is just any sort of clay magnet. Everybody loves a cute little thing to be on their fridge. I've made so many clay magnets over the years, and it's one of my favorite crafts to do because you get to be so creative with it, and again, you can personalize it to the person that you are gifting it to. Just whatever their aesthetic is, you can search it up on Pinterest, clay magnets. and I'm sure that it will show you some that you can make. And then the last clay gift that I want to highlight is some sort of jewelry organizer. You can again be really creative with this, but you can also just make sort of a catch-all tray and paint it however you like. Again, you can really personalize this and match the aesthetic of the person that you're giving it to. Okay, now we're going to jump into my favorite part, which is our yarn crafts. We're going to be starting off with gift inspiration for knitting, and then we're going to be getting into the crochet pieces, because at the end of the video I have a bunch of free Christmas themed crochet patterns to share with y'all, so make sure to stick around to the end to see that. I wish you guys could see Effie right now. She's being so cute. Good jump. Okay, back to business. In terms of knit pieces, a classic way to go is a knit scarf. Everybody will use a knit scarf in winter unless you don't live in a warm climate, but even if you do, scarves are just fashionable. It doesn't have to be a thick wool material. It can be really loose and airy. My friend Hunter recently knit a mohair scarf, and it's super open and airy, and I feel like it wouldn't even be that hot if you lived in a warmer climate. So if you live in a warmer climate, you can still gift a scarf. You just have to be a little more creative. The other great thing about scarves is you don't necessarily have to really do it to size. With knitting and crochet pieces, I never really like to recommend clothing as a surprise gift because it can be so difficult in terms of sizing and fit. You want the person to be able to try it on, and obviously if it's a gift, you can't necessarily do that. I'm not going to reveal the exact scarf that I am attempting to knit this year as a Christmas gift because I know they watch my videos. This is actually my first full knitting project ever. I will be making a separate video on my whole process, lessons learned from teaching myself to knit as a crocheter, so be on the lookout for that video in the future. But one of the main reasons I actually wanted to learn how to knit rather than crochet is because I love how knit scarves look. It seems kind of like a basic thing to knit or to gift, but I just think everybody is going to use a scarf. The next item is knit slippers. Knit slippers are the next thing on my personal to knit list for myself after I finish all of the Christmas DIY stuff that I'm attempting to do this year. I just think they're so cute, and I think that this would just be something really fun to knit as a gift. You do have to be a little bit careful because the felting process in terms of size, you want to make sure that you do have their size for this. Again, you can be really creative with the color and the pattern here. I just think it's so cute. My last knit suggestion, which is kind of in line with the whole scarf and slipper theme, is some little hand warmers. I feel like hand warmers were kind of big when I was a kid, but they're making a big comeback right now, and I'm honestly here for it. There are just so many cute patterns online on Pinterest that you can look for. But again, you can kind of adapt this into whatever the person's personality is, which is why this is so great, and it's going to honestly level up their appearance. So you're doing them a favor by knitting them this gift. All right, last but certainly not least are crochet gift ideas. I know that I literally just said that one of the reasons why I learned how to knit was because I prefer the way that knit scarves look over crocheted scarves, but I am going to be recommending a crochet scarf as well. I just love how this scarf looks. I just wanted to give my crochet girlies a good option for if you don't know how to knit, because when I only knew how to crochet, I was always looking for really cute scarf patterns because I also wanted to be able to make a scarf. This is still one of my favorite things that I've crocheted to this date. Hopefully the person who I'm gifting this to is not watching this video, but if you are, I almost kept it for myself, so next up, this crochet hood. I saw this on Pinterest a few months ago, and I have not been able to get it out of my head. It is something that I'm hoping to complete before Christmas this year to give as a gift, but I had to make a promise to myself that I'll finish my knit project before I start on this crochet project, but I have just been itching to crochet it. It is so cute. I fear that it will also be something that I want to keep for myself, but am giving away as a gift. But again, similar to the scarf, if you think that this kind of matches somebody in your lives aesthetic, I think that it is so cute. It literally really looks like it was bought in a store. But if you don't have anybody in your life that you think would wear this type of hood, or maybe it's a little bit warmer where you live, I think a good alternative is crocheted earmuffs. And there are a bunch of different ways you can do this. I made some, I want to say a few years ago now, where I just crocheted around existing earmuffs, but there are fully crocheted earmuff patterns out there as well, which some of them are so cute, and it's honestly, now that I'm looking at them, it's making me want to make some more. Next up, a crocheted AirPod case. I made a TikTok a little while back about some of my favorite things that I've crocheted for myself, and my AirPod case is always my number one. It is my most used crochet product. I use it every single day. Obviously, you have to know that this person does have AirPods and what generation AirPods to make sure that they fit in there, but this is one of the most useful things that nobody will ever buy for themselves or necessarily think of for themselves, but it is actually so useful, and because it's so small, it works up so quickly. And sadly, we're to my last gift idea, which is a crochet bag. Specifically, I have been looking at this crocheted bag. I feel like one of the things that crochet or knit bags often lack is having that sturdy closing mechanism. So having that scrunch built in, I think, is amazing. I have sewn in zippers on bags I've created before, which also works really well. I feel like you are able to tell with the people in your life who could use another bag. Like, there are some people who have one bag and only ever use that bag. I wouldn't necessarily recommend crocheting them this bag then, because they might never use it, but me personally, I use so many different bags for different things. I have totes. I have this amazing purse that Hunter sewed me for Christmas last year, and that's my everyday purse now. Like, that is one of the best gifts that I have received in terms of just everything, but especially in terms of actual use I get out of it. I literally use it every day. So gifting a bag can be a great idea if it is right for that person. Thank you guys for watching all the way through to this part of the video, where I want to share with you some free Christmas themed crochet patterns that I have found over the years. These are great additions for if you want to create some decorations around your house, or also for gifting. I've gifted all of these things before as well. In the description below, I'm going to be including the link to the following patterns. In terms of ornaments, a snowflake ornament, a wreath ornament, a Christmas sweater ornament, and a mitten ornament. They're all so quick to work up, and the patterns are super easy to follow, and that's why I'm recommending them. I'm also going to be throwing in there the patterns for a snowman coaster, a little tiny Grinch plushie, and 4 variations of a stocking gift card holder. I have used this so many times. I think that Christmas can be really hard when your family is all traveling by plane. So if you don't want to gift people in your family really big gifts and want to get them a gift card, but want it still to feel more personal, I recommend these gift card holders. I feel like it just adds a touch of love that is not always communicated well through a gift card. But that is all I have for you guys today. I wish you good luck on your journey to try to craft everything in time for Christmas. I know that I need your guys' luck, so please send that my way. Comment down below if you have any other ideas to share with everyone for things that you are creating or want to create for Christmas this year, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Happy crafting!